The hell's no one looks good with a mustache. I'm sorry.
It's
not
tough. You got
not by itself. Very few people can rock a mustache by themselves.
It is a bold look, to say the least. But he tried. And that's good. Like,
yeah, he definitely gets a "you tried" for that.
But yeah, so this is the last quarters we got, man, and it's Sensei, who's I guess just got tired of playing around because he's playing Snake right now. He was playing ZSS earlier, and I think has been actually successfully playing ZSS in other brackets, and now he's just playing Snake, so he's probably just like,
yeah, Snake's a character where, like, I feel like the jury is another one. It's another one of those like jury's out characters on Wi-Fi. I think he's like still really good. And obviously we all know, anyone that's like familiar with Sensei locally like knows that he's like a really good player, a top 15 player at one point in New Jersey. Going up against User here, and just like that, User jumps out to a very strong lead. But Snake, the ultimate equalizer, the foot high in the air, and we're back at even ground, Chris.
Yeah, man, this is it's crazy how sometimes, like, this is what I was saying earlier, is like when I was watching Pitt and Bayo play, like the pace of the game just doesn't go as quick. So it's weird when you have characters like that, but then you get characters like this where the pace is totally different because just stocks get taken at any moment to like anything.
No, yeah, for sure. And you're going to see a situation like this where, you know, definitely you want to have that mentality if you're User that playing from behind is not bad, but just like that, great roll read by Sensei, and that'll be curtains on that second stock.
Yeah, so this is Sensei. This is what he's been doing. I feel like things run even for a bit, and it's looking kind of close, and then takes something real quick. And that's like Snake, dude. There's just so much, and he plays like he does play like a sneaky Snake in terms of like, I've seen him get a few C4 kills without the person knowing. I've seen him just kind of have a grenade in the right place, and then you'll just see him kind of run off real quick.
Yeah, Snake's got like he definitely has a variety of options to like play with. Down air out of shield can do a lot of damage and sometimes kill at high percents. You know, Sensei definitely looks very comfortable. You know, not only playing with the set play stuff, but also playing, you know, just boxing up close.
Yeah, that's.
Oh wow.
Maybe you have an opinion about this. I don't like. Snake, it's funny, right? Because Snake is still like a good character, and like it has all the components of just like, oh, like this is what I want to have to be successful in Wi-Fi, but at the same time, probably isn't better on Wi-Fi necessarily than he is like, oh my god.
I thought he was gonna die for a second.
So did I. This is what he does, man. Like, I don't know how he does it. Like, he just kind of has the stuff set up. That's literally what you're supposed to do with this character. But what I was saying is, I don't even know what I was saying. I think I was trying to talk
about Snake, how good he is if he's good on Wi-Fi, but doesn't like translate to being like a good Wi-Fi character or something like that.
Yeah, like basically. So like, you know how sometimes there's just characters that are just good Wi-Fi characters, and then there's just characters that are just whatever. Yeah. Nothing's really any different. I think that's just Snake. I don't think it's like anything any different. It's just like he might exploit some of the Wi-Fi things, but for the most part, like it's just kind of just Snake.
Yeah, it's weird. Like he doesn't have like the inherent like Wi-Fi buff that a lot of other characters get, but like his floor is still so good that like you have to respect him as a character. I think what sucks is that in Wi-Fi your disadvantage feels like it could be worse, and that's obviously where Snake like struggles the most. And also because of all these characters that are like elevated and how good they are, Snake probably gets exploited a little bit harder than he would if this was an offline setting. But I definitely do agree that he does have the makings to still be like, you know, a pretty decent character in these online events.
I think it's just like he's less enticing because there are other characters that get a little bit from Wi-Fi that you otherwise don't get. And he's got a C4 on him. He's blinking.
Yeah. In the industry, so if this is a regular video game, that would be where you hit Lucario to do damage. And in the industry, we call that the FU button.
Hey,
but yeah, now this is the percent where, okay, as the C4 does eventually go off, I was gonna say that was the percentage where if I were Sensei, I would be very worried because, like we said, User definitely does not have to. You know, I think User's playing for that high percent. He knows that there's two phases to Lucario's to Lucario's game is that, oh yeah, like, I'm probably gonna get knocked around a bit for the first like 60 to 70%, but like after that, it's over.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. Yeah, it's tricky to. It's such a volatile character, man. Lucario is like, I feel like just not that good. Just to put it bluntly, I just don't think it's a good character. But like then you just have that rage mechanic that you literally have to respect, and then it's actually, now that I'm thinking about this, how many times did we see Lucario Snake on offline DNA? This is actually pretty common.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is pretty in our wheelhouse. VV would come often, and I would, at a time we would have at least Wraith. Sometimes we'd have Wraith.
Dude,
and
Wraith, Ram.
Yeah, and Ram.
Yeah, and then Sensei.
Sensei would come too.
Yeah.
North Jersey is no shortage of snakes. That's a character for sure.
Yeah, dude, we have seen like really good Lucario gameplay, but it's like very rare. VV is like very much an exception, like outlier player. He makes character look pretty good, but then you actually pick up the character, see other people use them, and you're just like, I don't think it's very good.
Wow, that was one hell of a bait right there. Just goes for the empty hop cross up and then goes for the up tilt.
Yeah.
That was something.
Up tilt is... Snake's up tilt might be like... I don't know. What's the best up tilt in the game?
God, that's a loaded question. I'd have to look at the cast to like know for sure, but
It's
Snake's definitely comes to mind. Like it kills at a reasonable percent. It's very low committal.
Yeah, man, it's so fast. It's so strong.
Oh.
Like, yeah, that was a bad hit.
Yeah, if anyone else in the chat has a contender, let me know. But Snakes is definitely the one that comes to mind the hardest.
Yeah, I'm sure there's other good up tilts. My brain isn't filling in the blanks, but I do know that Snake's up tilt is pretty insane.
Oh my god! Wait, what am I doing?
Yo.
Oh shoot! That was
Okay.
crazy.
Sure. So that's Sensei. That's a 2-0, huh? Yeah, that was a.
Yeah, no, that was a 2-0.
Sensei.
I was gonna say one of
Ganon.
yeah, I was gonna say someone correct me on this if I'm wrong, but Lucario definitely got like a weight nerf coming into this game. I believe in 4. Lucario was like there's Mario who's like at the very top of middleweight, and then right above that is like the bottom category of heavyweight, and then that's where Lucario was. So Lucario, like, not only did he have like an annoying comeback mechanic, but he also was like heavy enough to where like it would be really hard to kill him sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's carried over into this game or not, but obviously it's Snake. Snake's kill power is absolutely insane.
Dude, to say the least, like. That's the craziest thing is the fact that kills you so reliably and so early, and that he could literally just put you down for a nap and then do it. Like there's just the usage of it is I think like the move's good itself, but the way it could be used is even better. Like because getting it on Snake's already a pain.
Oh yeah, no, it's hard for sure. But Sensei's gonna be moving on in the top 8. I have the bracket pulled up. If you see my face go like extra pasty white, it's because I'm looking at the DNA bracket.
The cool part, dude. Here, look, watch this. I got an overlay for the bracket.
Hey, will you look at that, my man's. So Sensei moving on there, I believe. Is that Glentendes I see?
That's Glentendes you see gonna have to play against Pitt, and you know he's gonna rage if he's able to get out of this. Set. He's definitely complained about Pitt before.